Hey, good morning, everybody. Oops, let's get this situated here. Oh, oops, what happened? Little technical difficulty there. I'm back. Welcome to Saktigo's webinar on the WHMCS module. I'm going to be hosting this today. My name is Aaron with my co-host Alex. We're going to be walking you through both the features and functionality of the WHMCS Saktigo module, as well as some other items. So to get started, I just want to give you a little background on the module. When Sectigo brand was formed, they moved their entire operations over to WHMCS and the 4 brands that you see here on the screen. So we've been in operation using ourselves WHMCS, using the same module that we developed here for the channel, and processed right around 25,000 orders in the last 24 months. So it's been in production. It's been stable for us. And the features that we released today are focused on what channel needs to help sell the product. So just a little fun fact there. So our agenda today I'm going to cover is based around WHMCS version 1. I'm going to do a high-level overview on what it does. My man Alex here is going to give us a walkthrough on the Saktigo Web security products. I'm going to walk you through a demo on how to activate the module and launch a product quickly. I'm going to discuss one of the features that we developed in here, which was reoccurring products versus one-time. And then we'll talk a little bit about what's on version 1.2 roadmap. And finally, I would like to then invite you to join us on Slack if you'd like to onboard using the modules, I guess, and then some questions and answers. So the Saktigo WHMCS module is a module that you install within WHMCS. It connects to our API. It automatically creates new products for you so that you can launch them quickly within WHMCS. And then when customers place orders, it also provisions the services, handles the client workflows, and then bundled into it, we've got an ordering and lookup management system, which will go into our back end and look up orders for you and provide additional information. So what we've done is we've integrated and married the two WHMCS and our API with this module so that you can sell and support our various products. So we have quite a few brands and products inside of this. It has right around somewhere between 75 and 80 different SKUs from a variety of brands on there. But right away out of the bat, you can activate SSL certificates, code signing certificates, SMIME, Hacker Guardian, Code Guard, that's the document signing certificates, and our new Saktigo Web security platform. So it sells a lot more than just SSL. And provides you with all of our products. With that said, I'm going to hand it over to Alex. He's going to break some mad science on the Saktigo Web security platform. So I'll hand it over to you, Alex.
Thanks, Aaron. So yeah, I mean, we have tons of product IDs, as Aaron just mentioned, and it's really essential for our partners to stay competitive in this market, right? So they need to have a robust web security product portfolio, really, so that they can grow with their customers. And I think that that's really the joy of us bringing to market this web security platform we call Sectigo Web, which I hope you can tell we're really excited about. And it's really been cooking for a really long time on our end. And I would say that one of the most advantageous things about the Sectigo Web is the fact that, like Aaron mentioned, it comes through on one API, right? So imagine if you're an existing SSL partner today and you're placing all of these SSL orders via APIs. Now, by simply changing just the product ID, you have access to all of these additional components that you see here on the left-hand side. And what's also extremely unique is that you can really choose between 3 different routes to market, which I'll touch up in a few later on. But let's jump into the first solution so that you know what you're really integrating into your product line and product portfolio. The first one is called Web Detect, which is basically an external monitoring tool, right? So like once the domain is provisioned onto the Web Detect platform, it'll not only check the domain for any platform vulnerabilities or hidden malware, but it'll also perform blacklist monitoring for the customer. And once we find any security risk, and then the next solution, Web Patch, comes into play, and it'll look for the CMS vulnerability or any e-commerce plugins like WooCommerce, and with just like one click, it'll slice in the security update for that CMS platform. Now, what slice in might you say? Well, we don't really need to update the entire core, which could break the website. We can just slice in the update and we can fix that website and make it fully secure. And that's really important because it's really going to reduce support tickets, because in essence, we're not really going in and breaking anything in the process of repairing things, and that's really essential. But it's also automated, which means that as soon as we find the vulnerability, we'll run through and resolve it by providing real close time remediation. And in the case that we need more than updates, like for instance, if we find malware, then that means that the Web Clean solution takes action to automatically remove any malware written into the code itself. But the crucial feature for the Web Clean is that it also removes any malware that's found in the database. After that, what we have running right behind that is the Anycast DNS product. Now, although the Web DNS product is going to be coming full throttle in Q4 of this year, as of right now, we offer it as a standalone solution with full platform integration coming at the end of the year. But even as a standalone solution, it still is a premium DNS solution that you would expect. It has vanity name service support and network of over 200 POPs. Now, although the foundation of the entire stack is the backup technology, excuse me. Now we have got this technology that we acquired 3 years ago in our CodeGuard acquisition. We're really excited about the growth of the backup product, because it's really important to include this within our basic backup options. And the number one advantage that you have with Saktigo Web Backup is that when you do run the backup, we're really running 100% reliable. I mean, in our marketing, you'll see 99.99 and never-ending number nines, but we're really backing up 1 million websites every single day, which is really a testament to the platform itself. Our sixth component that follows up the backup goes hand in hand with the DNS product, which is our global Anycast CDN. And we have a fully baked CDN with built-in layer 3 and 4 DDoS protection throughout our 45 global edge locations with 65 plus total throughput. And we're really excited about being able to bring an integrated CDN solution so that our customers can really benefit from improved website performance, right? And it really has extensive traffic management tools baked in for those more technical customers that you may have. Complementing the security layers with our CDN is our web application firewall. Now, any firewall these days needs to have and needs to be able to block OWASP top 10. Our WAF blocks everything from bad bot protection all the way up to DDoS protection, covering layer 5 and 7. And while our firewall can really be a set-in for the real-time standard rule sets, it also is ideal for your more technical customers, right? That these customers may require fine-grained controls, and our WAF gives them the ability to set up their own rule sets and block specific traffic. So if you're looking at all of these components, in addition to that, business may need to be governed or on whether it's compliant, like for handling credit card data and such, e-commerce sites, that is. And we've been an improved scanning vendor for probably a good 10 plus years. And this really facilitates us to integrate PCI compliance on our platform. So imagine that with the CDN and the WAF and the DNS, now you can really pretty much be certain that your customers will be able to fly through that PCI compliance without any hitches at all. And it's really an automated solution, right down directly to sending on behalf of your customers the compliancy reports to their respective banking solutions. So it's more of a set it and forget it, right? And that's ideal. So all of these solutions are complementary to each other, and it really empowers you with a robust product portfolio that has a set it and forget it model for customers and shortens your time to launch with your choice of 3 markets. Now, the first you see here is ideal for partners who are strictly a CA house. We have come out with new Sectigo SSL certificates that have a lot of these security features all baked into them. So for instance, our enterprise version of the SSL now has all of these Saktigo Web components that you see here on the left, and it's built into the SSL itself. And it really gives you a differentiation, not only between other paid CA resellers, but also from any free providers out there, right? Which can be an issue for this commoditized market. Now let's envision that you already have a base of customers who already have an SSL certificate. They may not have a reason to come back to you to renew their SSL for a year or two. So what we now provide is a second option through security bundles, where you can, in essence, go back to this the SSL customer and offer them security solutions ideal for specific personas, from entry-level packages all the way to like e-commerce sites that require compliancy, which is a great way really to go quickly to market, transforming yourself into a comprehensive website security vendor. The third option is one that we find extremely unique in the marketplace today, and that is our a la carte option. And I think this is really exciting because it's really for those like let's say a partner that may be looking for a specific solution set, let's say like a DNS solution. Well, now you can come to Sectigo and you can jump into the web security suite and essentially just pick up the DNS solution, because that may be the missing piece to your customer offering. Or let's say even if you're a hosting company and you like to differentiate on your specific hosting packages, maybe one has a CDN and the next one up has a WAF and the CDN. You can take those different components and you can bundle them into your own packages and create your own. So essentially it makes for a really modular offering which can be extremely exciting for many, because they want to create unique packages that cater to the specific target market. But whichever of these routes you take, the Saktigo Web Security Platform has been really developed to address your specific business challenges by enabling you with comprehensive security solutions that are really simple for you to use, and more importantly, also for your customers to use. So Aaron will now jump in and give you more insight on how our integration with WHMCS is a testament to all of that ease of usability.
Yeah, thanks so much, Alex. And it's just a notable mention here that everything Alex was just talking about was part of the development process and features inside of the WHMCS module, including already pre-bundled products for that include SSL and various Saktigo Web security platform products. Also to mention the a la carte products in there. So thank you very much, Alex. So the first topic I wanted to cover today was we have two different concepts inside of the Sectigo WHMCS module, which are focused on one-time products, and the second one being reoccurring products. And the one-time products come from our retail brands, in which we currently sell most of our SSL services as a single one-time product, meaning that if the client or customer wants to buy again, they come back and make the purchase over again. But it also gives us the ability to do, as Alex was mentioning, some pretty neat things with SSL, including selling a subscription product for up to 5 years. And then as we went into the WHMCS development mode, hosting providers told us that they wanted products that automatically renewed. And so part of the process is we built these products around the current WHMCS renewal engine, so that so they could take advantage of automatically renewing certificates, sending the invoice in advance, collecting money, and then kicking off the different various workflows on there. Both of these are available in WHMCS in the WHMCS module. It's a good discussion to have with your partner manager or Alex and myself after you're going to launch on how you'd like to present yourself. But I just wanted to introduce these two big concepts inside of the module to get your heads thinking about how to sell and position the products. So next I'm going to cover just real quick high-level nickel tour of how to go about enabling the WHMCS module, which includes downloading it, activating it within WHMCS, and then pretty quickly we can launch a new product. So let's jump right in there. So it's a standard zip file that you can download from our documentation site or our landing page. It goes inside of a traditional WHMCS installation, and where it gets installed within the hierarchy of things is within the modules folder. And so if you unzip it inside of there, everything goes into play, and we are able to then jump to WHMCS to the add-on section, activate it, and then it'll show up in the add-ons menu within WHMCS. So that's the basic install process. It's the same as for most WHMCS modules, and pretty straightforward. So once you have it activated and you can go to the menu and access it, your first step on there is going to be provide authentication details. These are provided when you become a partner. So your partner manager will give you these details, and to get past this part and to be able to launch products, these need to be valid authentication details. You'll also have access to a partner portal, and you'll also need to discuss with your partner manager what products you plan to sell, as whatever they enable on the back end will allow you to use them within this module, and not all products are enabled by default. So just a little side note there. So as soon as we are past the partner authentication portion, we get to pick the products we want to do. In this demo, I'm just selecting an SSL certificate, but it'll give you a list of brands and then allow you to pick a product. In this scenario, I picked the Saktigo brand, and I'd already previously deployed a Saktigo DB certificate. So today I chose a wildcard certificate. And then simply the create button is going to do all the work for you. It's going to create the product. It's going to pre-populate some descriptions for you. But I wanted to cover just for a second the difference between this create products and sync products within the module. Create is obviously what it says. It's going to deploy new products instantly, but sometimes we have updates on the back end, pricing changes with your partner manager, or even sometimes a product configuration change which might be needed. The sync products is when you'd utilize that, and almost maybe 99 times out of 100, we are prompting you to do this. So just wanted to give you a heads up on those two buttons. So once a product is deployed in WHMCS, as I mentioned, we pre-configure everything for you, including product descriptions. You then can decide how you want it to be activated. Different hosting companies or organizations have different workflows for this, but you're free to change this to meet your needs. And then finally, where everything ends up in terms of pricing and configuration is inside of the configurable options within WHMCS. From within here, you can look at decide how many years you want to offer it, up till 3, whether you want and pricing, and then it also makes the trust logo site available. Excuse me, the trust logo site seal available. So once you have everything configured or reviewed, everything is already configured for you. The shopping cart's ready to go, and I just wanted to show you an example of what it looked like today. I did literally nothing to get this up and running besides hit create product, but it's ready to go out the door, and we could provision an SSL certificate right now with it. Once we do provision it, it handles the client area experience for us. And so for SSL in this example, it allows your customers to submit the CSR, go through the validation process, and then finally receive the final certificate. This is a little different in the different products we have in there. For example, our CodeGuard backup product and our Saktigo Web security platform, we obviously don't mess around with CSRs on those. So it does provide you access to our platform in single sign-on, and in different cases, different workflows to let it be automated for the client and yourself. So here's just an example of us submitting the CSR. And once this is done, it would go through a validation process and come back, and the client would get the SSL certificate directly within WHMCS. So that's a quick high-level overview of what the module does, how you can use it inside of your business. Up next, I'm going to talk about roadmap stuff. We got some pretty exciting features for version 1.2. So I'll cover that next. We'll talk about Slack access, and then I'll open it up for any questions and answers you might have, or any questions and provide answers. So on the roadmap for version 1.2, we're going to do an auto product updater, and this isn't centered around updating any files within WHMCS, but it's going to give us the ability, as Alex was mentioned, we got we got some ad hoc products and some standalone products that are coming out. DNS is being integrated into various products, but we want to make the process simple so that your products and the ones we offer are automatically synced between our backend and yours. So that's what the auto product updater is. We're going to do a UX rework. We determined there's some usability issues and areas that we can improve to make the onboarding experience better for both setting it up and the clients. And finally, a big one that I'm super excited about is the cPanel and WHM automation. And the concept behind this is we're going to provide end-to-end automation for WHMCS and the cPanel hosting providers, so that you can order an SSL certificate, the CSR is automatically generated, and then the final SSL certificate is installed on the customer's behalf. The concept behind this, again, is hands-free. They buy a SSL certificate and have to do nothing. So pretty excited about that. And then as we onboarded about 20 new partners, we got some demand for better multi-currency support. So we'll be focusing on making sure that all the world's currencies work inside of the module. So that's what's on version 1.2. We're doing short iterative releases, so it's not a full-featured version 1 to version 2. So our hope is to get this out quickly and then begin working on, again, version 1.4. So part of the thunder of our initial launch of this is we invited a bunch of our partners that were currently using WHMCS to join us in Slack. We onboarded, provided support. Our marketing team jumped in and has interacted with them. If you're part of this presentation and would also like the same, I'd encourage you to do so. If you have an active account, just reach out to your partner manager. They'll connect you with myself and we'll get you lined up. If you're a new partner, just mention it. It's pretty common around it, so they'll be familiar. We'll get you inside of Slack and we'll introduce you to the various people that they're part of the WHMCS project.